D up in here, man. I'm finna rub my two fingers against my thumb, man, and pray to the money god. Money gods, and let's hope they bless my game. You understand? And I'm driving, but I'm gonna try, you know what I'm saying, in spirit, to bow my head to the Creator and tell him thank you for allowing me to get out here and strut my stuff for the day. And welcome you to the most unprofessional, professional podcast on the planet. So what's the goddamn deal, man? It's Big Fee out the goddamn D. Now that we got the prayers out of the way, let's get on with the show. So the topic, man, of today is the word relevant, or is relevance the new word for satanic? I know, man, it's a quite bit harsh. It's a quite bit heavy. You understand? To understand where I'm going, and I'm gonna see if I can, you know, take all them loose ends and tie them together for you. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? Headed to the D. You know what I'm saying? From Corpus Christi. And it's been a long, boring ride, man. So, you know, I'm getting full of them NOS, you know what I'm saying, and jacked up on caffeine and just going through the playlist, right? So I wanted to hear Too Much Trouble, man. Family can be the worst enemy. Oh, man, it was a banger, you know what I'm saying, when I was a young lad, you know what I'm saying? And I'm banging Too Much Trouble in my favorite song, Too Much Trouble. Well, first, one of my favorite songs was Break Yourself, Bitch. Was basically, you know, the meat and potatoes of, you know, pimping. You know, guerrilla pimping, that putting holes out on the track pimping. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as a kid, man, it was very entertaining. It was definitely new, and it was unique, and they took the angle. They took that angle somewhere for real. So, I wonder who this is behind me, man, with these lights flash. But anyway, so, then I went to the next song, man. It used to be one of my favorite songs on the CD. They had one side that was the pimping side, the other side that was jacking. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much everything on the pimping side was banging. You know what I'm saying? The jack side had like one banger on there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Everybody want to drive the same speed. But anyway, man. So I went from that to Pimpin' Ain't Dead. It was another banger. A Too Much Trouble banger. Okay, there you go. You go your ass from around with the lights on, bitch. But Pimpin' Ain't Dead, man. And I'll tell you, man, if you ain't got Too Much, if you ain't never heard Too Much Trouble Player's Choice, it's a hilarious album, man. It's damn near porn, you know what I'm saying? And that was the pleasure that I was getting out of it, man. I'm like, God damn, I can't believe this shit. No wonder we were crazy as shit, man. Look what we were listening to. So, but anyway, you know, as one loose end, and so I said, man, no wonder, you know, we needed some major repair. And so anyway, man, I'm in the pretty much the black sector of social media, you know, YouTube, podcasts, and things like that, man. And I was noticing that, like what I just told you about, that was one end all the way over to the left. And I would notice these cats, man, they was on their black power tip, which is a beautiful thing, man. I definitely get it, especially if everybody was in unison, right? Because it almost seemed like to love your blackness is somewhat of a sin. It's like people say, it's like dominant society look at that like it's sin, punishable by law. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be proud to be this, man. It's almost like a mixing thing, like they got going on in Brazil or what have you. We don't know what the tastemakers are trying to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at it like, okay, well, you know, people getting paid good money to, you know, do whatever the fuck it is they do. And you look at it from that spectrum, man. You look at the black sector. It's like they so black, it almost start to feel like parody. You know what I'm saying? Like a don't be a menace while drinking your juice type movement. You know what I'm saying? It just gets so black. And I think the reason that is because, you know, you have to have that for the mainstream to be what the mainstream is. And the mainstream don't touch that shit. You know, like it would be beautiful if mainstream motherfuckers embraced the blackity black. It was at a blackity black talk, you know what I'm saying? It'd be amazing if, it would be a strong movement. But it's almost like the mainstream, everybody mainstream is going away from it. They got the look though, you know what I'm saying? Look black, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the dreads, everybody, you know. But I don't really see nobody pushing that particular movement. And with that being said, it's almost like, to be relevant, you can't love yourself, man. You can't show credence to yourself as a matter, especially if you're black. You know what I'm saying? And if you express that, that's a negative thing. You understand what I'm saying? So, in order to be relevant, you can't express your blackness, man. And you can't show black love. As a matter of fact, if you ain't arguing with somebody black, you ain't getting on. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a gladiator sport, man. It's almost like a if you want to get on, you take him down type thing. So it's crazy, man. So I look at it like it's relevance to new Satanism. Because I'm just looking at it from a particular paradigm. And it's like, man, it's enough for everybody to get some of this flavor, but it's not happening. And you just gotta ask yourself, man, why is, just look at all the Meek Mill, the Benny Siegel get knocked out type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. So anyway, man, I tie those little ends together, man. And it's a lot more I probably want to say. I just can't really. I'm just not really getting a grasp on it right now. But I was looking at a dude, man, on my Facebook. He put up a thing of Rakim, right? You know, Rakim the God, so they say. And Rakim said something about a nigga that diss him. You know, it's basically, Rakim got a lot of rhetoric, man, talking about smoothly and subliminally desecrating a person who don't even really have no idea what's happening to him, right? And you gotta understand, man, the heart of the I Think I'm Blackballed podcast comes from being blackballed. See, when you blackball a motherfucker, sometimes, you know, the system done got even more crafty. So now when people get blackballed, they don't even leave with their talent. They leave drained. You know what I'm saying? They leave the game drained, man, sucked dry like a raisin. So when you listen to this cat, and I'm not knowing, man, if this is some kind of covert war, you know, some kind of pause and they putting on motherfuckers, or, you know, take away their gifts from them or something like that. But when you listen to motherfuckers spit that shit, you know what I'm saying? And when you in tune with it, and you hear the way motherfuckers split that, everybody do it. I mean, it's a lot of motherfuckers that people call goats. That's pretty much the way they rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, is that godly? You know, if that's considered godly, say, man, we need to take this this thing that we call consciousness of the black community, we need to take this shit and burn it up, throw it in the goddamn trash. That's what I say, man, we need to burn this bitch to ashes and splinters. And go ahead and fold into whatever society motherfucker trying to fold us in. Cause if you ask me, okay, so you taking the good, exonerating the evil, right? You know what I'm saying? You're taking the positive, the talented, you know what I'm saying, the artist, and you're giving the gift, the person without the artistry, free range. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically, you know what I'm saying, you put a pimp in a special ed, all female special ed school. You know what I'm saying? Let the pimp be the you know what I'm saying, the fox in the hen house, so to speak. And that's crazy, man. It's crazy that I'm watching this shit go on, you know, right in front of my eyes, and these niggas is just quiet as field mouses, but they preaching this God shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, you know, I used to follow that hip hop, you know, the East Coast hip hop, man. It used to really just, you know, it just sounded so deep, you know, because them boys, man, when they put their bars together, they wasn't really just, you know, down south, we were just putting bars together. We basically were just rhyming, you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't no hell of a deep, concrete premise, or, you know, using a muse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Our muse was life. Our muse was art itself. At least mine was. But you know, I listened to these guys, man. They was deep. They would use sentences. They would use lines that you just couldn't get from a southern artist, because we didn't have the same kind of religious background and religious teachings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you would listen to pretty much anybody from the East that was on, they pretty much was all damn near 5%ers of Zulu Nation niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you understand what I'm saying? So, but one thing that I can say about them, right, and it's an eye-opening comment, is them guys wasn't really CEO type fellas. You know, they was wordsmiths or whatever, but they wasn't really into owning their own shit. You know, they were talking that God shit, but they wasn't God. Then you come down south and, you know, you had motherfuckers like Luke and P and, you know what I'm saying, Lil J, you know, Birdman, you know, motherfuckers who, you know, pretty much, you know, openly, you know, doing whatever it is they doing, but they was pretty much owning they were more so owners than artists. And it's just something to think about, man. We living in a topsy-turvy world where shit just don't make sense. And you can try to make sense of it, you know what I'm saying? That's like I do. I try to make sense of it. And when I sit there and try to make sense of it, the more I try to make sense of it, I say, man, you know what? It don't make sense. You know, the motherfucker that should be humble got the most goddamn confident. And the motherfucker who, you know what I'm saying, the most humble should be the motherfucker that's the most confident. So it's a crazy thing, man. I'm gonna get up off this motherfucker. This shit didn't go nowhere I wanted to go. And it wasn't even hard little show. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna, you know, do my professional thing. And this is what you come out with. So anyway, man, big fee out the goddamn D, man. Run out of time. You know what I'm saying? If they get up off the motherfucking radio, I think I'm blackballed, man. And I'ma holler at y'all.